Good evening, everyone. Director Assessment, Pragya Singh, uh, and her team members. I can see Anjali only. All the principals who have joined us in this webinar. Just to give a background, there has been a lot of demand from school principals that CBSE should handhold us SQAA, the format which a school has to fill up for SQAA is quite bulky. Many of the principals and teachers are unaware of how it is to be filled. And there were a lot of concerns since this year we have made it mandatory for any school which is going to apply for any kind of affiliation related services to the board to fill up SQAA. It was our way to ensure that every school undertakes this important activity, and that is why it was made mandatory. But we do recognize the need for handholding, and this is the reason why the academic unit has planned the series of webinars and have gathered their resource persons to give all of you an idea of what SQAA is, how will it benefit you and your school. I want to make something very clear that, you can look at SQAA. Many people have told that you are kind of, superimposing things on us as if we don't have quality. SQAA, by the way, all of you must be knowing that it stands for Quality Assessment and Assurance Framework. So, I mean, a very, very natural response is that, I run a good CBSE school, and do you think I don't have quality? So it's not that. Many of you do have your own standards. Many of you surpass your own standards. But when we talk of an ecosystem, we talk of more and more schools. Not everyone is at the same level. If you know, CBSE has a wide range of schools, and many of them need handholding to achieve what we are trying to achieve. When we talk of quality, it is, when you talk to a parent, they would like to send their children to quality schools. But how to define quality, how to assess it, how to measure it. And I think SQAA document lays down very clearly on what is expected, what are the minimum expectations from a school, which not only a parent has, but which we in the board have, which other stakeholders, teachers and principals should also have from their own school. And there have been complaints. It's a very bulky document. It takes time, and many people don't, so they are filling whatever they feel like. So my response to that is, this is a functionality which we are providing to you. It is up to you how you look at it. If you look at it as an obstruction, it will be. If you look at it as facilitation, it will be a facilitation tool for you. By defining the kind of quality a school should have in various domains, be it human resources, be it infrastructure, be it pedagogy, I think it lays down a framework where every school can aim to achieve a certain standard. And let me tell you, this is not something which this is not a race that we have to achieve a certain level of quality. It's an ongoing process. You may reach a certain level, but there will always be a scope for more improvement. It's a journey which you have to take, and I think it's a very good initiative in that it tells you that this is your first level which you have to achieve. This is how you go to the second level, and so on and so forth. So I hope all of you will benefit from this series of webinars. I would encourage you to make it a very interactive session. The resource, of course, will be sharing their inputs, the way it has to be filled and what does each domain stand for. But you should also take this opportunity to resolve any doubts which you have, any suggestions which you have to make it more dynamic, so to say. And we would look forward to that. As I said, nothing is set in stone. This is a framework which we have created. There is always a scope for improvement, even in the framework. So I'm sure when more and more schools get into this exercise, we will get a good feedback. And I think we have also made a provision, at least in this first year, to pick up randomly some schools which fill up SCOF and go and see physically whether what they have filled up is as per the ground situation. But in the coming years, if a school wants CBSE or its experts to check, the way they are assessing themselves under SCOF, I think we will be coming up with that functionality also. So my best wishes to this seminar, and I hope it is useful, and we are trying to help you in, coming on board this new thing we have started. And the ultimate idea is that all CBSE schools should have a minimum level of quality in various school domains. And of course, I'll be very happy if most of you surpass those minimum requirements. So with those words, thank you very much for inviting me and making me a part of this function today. Thank you.